Yeah, dang.
I wrote this little.
What'd y'all do it on?
Game House of Dragon.
3 through 5. No.
I think it was hilarious too. Unfortunately,
Me, Hudson, and John had a great episode. It was really fun.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. We're gonna lose 102 as our freaking Achilles heel. We can't get past this 102nd episode. I had this. So I was like, I'm racking my brain, right? I'm thinking like everybody's asking me. All the siblings are like, "Hey, what do you want for your birthday?" And I'm like, "Man, I don't even know." And then Amazon Prime Day came and went, and I still had no idea. And so I'm looking, I'm Google searching, I'm like, like presents for men,
Yeah.
adult men, and I Google searched adult toys for men. I'll tell you.
You guys are lucky I didn't ask for that.
The first one was like cock ring. I'm like, oh, God. Adult toys for men. I was like more thinking like a go-kart or something. And then I was brushing my teeth today. I have all these ideas. I'm glad I write it down.
Mm-hmm.
But so I was brushing my teeth today, and I was like, this should be called tooth polish. Because you're literally polishing your teeth.
Yeah.
And nail polish should be called nail paste.
But they're making them nice and polished, too.
Only the glossy ones, which also reminded me when I wrote this down. So there was this story I had. So Addie and Andrew are getting married.
You wrote this
Sorry,
down,
I got ADHD.
you thought, oh, I can't forget this. Toothpaste, change to polish.
I just had that thought in my mind. And I was like, oh, this will be great for the pod.
Ah, nice.
Anyway, so Addie's getting married, and like everybody's a part of the wedding party. I don't think I was, but I was like helping out.
You were in the wedding.
Okay, well, I was helping out the day that like it was all getting started because I was picking up sandwiches from Publix.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked up a ton of sandwich trays from Publix, and I brought them to the house. That
You were the one
at.
who noticed.
No, I didn't notice. So I'm like, what the hell just happened to this guy? So I like parked the car, and I'm walking up with trays of sandwiches in my hand, and Andrew just rushes past me. Speed of hell. Doesn't say a word to me, which isn't like uncommon for Andrew. Like he might not have even noticed I was there, but I was like, something seems a little bit off. Andrew seems disheveled in a way he's not normally disheveled.
Yeah.
So I like walk inside and I like sit down the sandwich trays and I'm like, hey, what's up with Andrew? He was kind of in a hurry. And they're like, oh yeah, he put gloss nail polish. Why did he get a manicure for his wedding anyways?
I think he was going to get a manicure, but just to like...
He was just going to have him like clean up his nails. I guess, and typically they're just like look really rough. So I think Addie thought they would file them and like maybe trim around his cuticles or
So it was
something.
Addie's idea.
He really just
I
wanted
think.
a professional clipping.
Because like they're
Yeah.
going to have like pictures of your hands and stuff. So I think it was just like a little cleanup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't think of the
ring.
close-up hand shot. I'm like, why would that?
Yeah, I think it was just for that.
Smooth nail.
I think
I would have wished with all of my might that Andrew just never knew and they both just had shiny nails.
I wonder who ruined it. Oh, no, it was ruined the night before because I was sitting with him at... I can't remember who
The
said
rehearsal?
it, but it might have even been me. I was like, dude, why are your nails
I thought it was one of y'all.
so shiny? Because he was sitting at our table and his nails were like mirrors.
Yeah. They're like, you like glass?
I thought it didn't come up until the day of because
Dude,
he was
the way he
frantically
walked-
looking for nail polish
The
remover.
way he walked out of the house was like he just learned. When I was holding the trays of sandwiches, it was like he just figured out that he had nail
No,
polish.
I think that we found out the night before. And I think Andrew didn't think too much of it. And then I think Addie started thinking
Maybe
about
they,
it.
like,
and
put it
and
together.
was like, hey, you got to get that stuff off. And
You
I
feel-
think he was like calling around for nail polish remover.
okay.
And then he probably freaked out once he was like, oh, no, this place isn't open. I don't know how
Yeah.
to get this stuff off.
You would think that... Okay, I've never had a manicure. I would get a manicure. I wouldn't get a pedicure.
Oh, pedicure? Your feet?
I wouldn't
It's
let
the
them
best
touch
thing
my
ever.
toes. You've had a pedicure?
Yeah, except for
Confused?
I had one and I had built up years worth of calluses on my feet. They were fantastic.
Yeah.
They take this cheese grater and get all the calluses off your feet with basically cheese, and there's just
Don't
there's
you want
this
the calluses?
yeah.
How you gonna walk outside?
we were playing in that basketball league in Atlanta when I did this, and we were in the championship, so we had to play a double header. My feet just ripped like a piece of paper.
No.
Oh man, I had the worst blisters on my feet because of that. I told Taylor, "Don't you ever get me a pedicure again."
I gotta make sharp cuts.
You don't have to have them do that.
Well, they did.
And typically
it's very
now
tough
that's
to tell
extra.
them no.
Well,
No, like typically now, like if you went in, you would pick one, and then they'd say something to you asking about the calluses getting removed, and then you would just say.
I didn't think anything of it. I was like, if that's what people do, then I'll just do it.
I had this joke set up for our Japan pod when we were talking about my trip to Japan, and I feel like I said it on another podcast, but I'll just say it now because it kind of runs with this. But I was talking to John, and I was like, yeah, man, it was crazy. Like, I didn't see a single white person until I pulled up to a nail salon.
That's funny.
Because all the Asian people.
I think the pod's working. Taylor's putting the whole thing in the sketch.
I think Hispanic people are more rocking nail salons now than Asian people. I see a lot of Hispanic
I wouldn't
people
say
in this.
more, but I do think that that's true.
Taylor said he was
them in
frantic
Walmarts.
because it was gel polish. He couldn't remove it with normal remover. So the next day he was trying to remove it with normal remover.
Taylor was there for Andrew and Addie's wedding.
That was
Yeah.
like one of their first couple dates.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
Time flies.
Yep.
Not having fun.
All
Alright, let's play our game. John, do you want to play what dog?
Oh man, listen to what I started with this morning. I didn't tell you the workout because I was going to save it for the pod. I first woke up this morning. I went to let Mort out of his room, and I could smell before I opened the door poo. And first thing at like 5:30 a.m., I was cleaning a room just covered in doggeria.
Yeah.
Ew.
Doggeria, was it Mort or Knox?
Mort.
Had to be Mort.
Well, last night I made popcorn, hence why I have a little bit left over. And I think I used this seasoning that Mona gave me that was like jalapeno cheddar.
You know what's funny?
And I think that got him sick. He's obsessed with popcorn.
Yeah, Kings loves
Riggs
popcorn.
is obsessed with popcorn, and I salt the shit out of my popcorn. But I'll just pop a piece of popcorn in my mouth, get all the salt off to the best of my ability, and then just give it to Riggs.
You suck it?
Yeah.
And you throw a wet piece?
He's a dog.
Well, you just like,
I'd rather him not pee in my house than have a wet piece of popcorn. He likes it all the same. I'm not licking it and giving it to another human being.
Why don't you?
I'm shocked. He had shit all in his house, Caitlin.
Not because I did it like intentionally.
If you would have licked off the seasoning and then gave it to him, he would have been
Salt?
fine. Yeah, that makes him pee fast.
You drink.
Is that what salt does?
How?
Makes him thirsty, makes him pee faster.
But like,
Have you seen this happen when you feed Riggs popcorn?
Riggs always shits and pees in the same exact room in my house every single time.
He eats popcorn?
No. Because I licked the salt off.
Sucked off popcorn.
I didn't think I was gonna get berated for this. Caitlin's face was disgusting.
How often does this happen?
I have, mini bags of popcorn that are like 100 calories that I eat almost every day.
And how many
I
do
eat
you
about
eat?
15 to 20 pieces. So the salt
You
all
think
goes
that
to the bottom.
salt of 15
The
pieces of
salt all
popcorn
goes
is
to the
going
bottom.
to
The
just
salt
kill?
all goes to the bottom. And I'll be eating the popcorn and I'll be like, oh, this is pretty salty. I didn't think this was going to be such a big deal. I'm just looking out for my dog.
Well, I'm just wondering, okay, if this happens enough, why don't you dump the 15 to 20 pieces in a bowl and then salt your popcorn?
He's pretty picky about his popcorn.
He wants it wet.
I've burned popcorn before
He wants it sucked on.
and tried to give him the burnt pieces of popcorn, and he's like,
No, Mort will not eat when I'm pouring it in the bowl before I've salted and buttered it. It will fall. Some will fall on the ground, and they'll just like sniff it and like look away.
yeah, dude.
And then-
Riggs will look at me like,
But once
"You're
I have it in
shitting
my
me,
lap,
right?"
he is like on me, and it's just obnoxious as the dickens.
Yeah,
I'll, like,
Kings
drop-
will sit back, but I'll just take handfuls and just
Kings
toss it
is
out
definitely
to
a
him.
popcorn lover for
He
sure.
loves popcorn.
Yeah, I'll make popcorn, and Riggs will be outside, and I'll like have a little issue where like I dropped a few pieces, and I'll be like, whatever, just throw it on the ground, and then I'll let Riggs back inside and be like, yo, dude, here's your treat.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to pick it up. And he's like,
Is this button supposed to be red?
Yeah.
Okay, I pushed it once on accident, but I pushed it right
If it's
back.
blinking, then you're screwed.
No, I pushed it. It was blinking. I pushed it back.
Yeah. I saw you look a little distressed out of the corner of my eye. I was like, oh, great.
Here we go again. All right, let's play the game.
All right. Do you want to play your game or my game? You
Let's
think your
play-
game would be better at the end?
My game could be really fun.
All right. Let's do that last.
All right, draft of worst animals to hit. Who wants to go first?
I've seen a lot of animals. Before we start this, I swear I saw a prairie dog dead on the street.
Zach came up with this game out of nowhere, and I was like, I was wrapping my head
okay.
around the movie, and I was like,
How realistic? Like, I mean,
It's gotta be realistic.
yeah, it's gotta be
like,
realistic.
so like
'cause
would
I
be an
didn't put,
animal that you could find around here? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, I
It's
think,
really
like, something
realistic, but
kinda
also
real.
it's
Okay.
like this isn't a car that'll. This isn't an animal that'll wreck your car. It's an animal that'll ruin your day.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it could also wreck your car. That could be like part of it, but
That's fine.
I got a really good number one pick.
Okay.
Taylor, Kaylin, you want to go?
No, you can go.
Okay, I think this is an easy number one. Pet dog.
Yeah,
Imagine you
dog.
hit someone's pet dog. Not all dogs. Street dog. That's that.
No,
towards
it's all dogs.
pet
I think
dog. You know how much worse
No,
that would
it'll
be
be
if
all-
someone came out and saw.
I think
Oh
it's
my
every
gosh.
single dog.
Ugh.
I think it's every single dog because you have the thought in your mind that it might be a pet.
But imagine if
That's
they
true.
saw and you had to
Yeah.
literally have a conversation with them.
Yeah, that would be absolutely abysmal.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
Dog was my number one. But
Dog
just
is a good one.
Oh, okay. This change. You can go. This changes my thought process.
I'm gonna go baby deer. I saw a baby deer
Oh,
dead on the side of the
terrible.
road, and I was like, if I would have hit that baby deer, my day would have been over.
Funny thing
I
about
would have
that
had to call out of work.
is funny thing. Funny thing about that is after you told me about this game. After you told me about this game,
How big was it?
Adult.
and you told me that it was because you saw a baby deer, I asked Taylor, I was like, which one would you rather hit, a baby deer or a big deer?
Big deer. I'd rather wreck my car than kill
Really?
a baby deer. Yeah.
I
I'd
think
rather
I'd
pay
rather-
$1,200 than kill a baby deer. I swear, dude, if I like, oh man, dude, I was driving down the
You're
road.
gonna hit one too because I passed like
Yeah, I
there's
passed
they
one on my
spotted
way
deer.
They're
here.
stacking up out here.
Spotted ones,
Yeah,
dude.
well,
No, dude,
spotted
I
ones.
saw the most beautiful baby deer I've ever seen in my whole entire life. It was literally like I can't even. It was an albino baby deer. It was like the reverse of it. So it was all white and it had like
Ear?
brown spots. So
Where'd
they're
you see
all
that?
brown.
Yeah,
and
where
have-
is this?
Right here.
You sure that wasn't one of
dog,
these
I
goats?
shit you not. I shit you not. I shit you not. Like I'm driving past like a mother deer. I see the mother deer. I see a normal baby deer, and then I see this all white albino deer, and I slam on my brakes, and I'm like looking at this deer and just slowly driving down this road, and there's a car passing me, and it sees the deer and it slams on its brakes and is like boom, like we're both just going like 5 miles per hour the other way.
Wow.
It was the most beautiful
You know-
deer I've ever seen.
When I was going down to mom and dad's one time in Greenville, I was driving on that road from Sonoya to there. So or on their road, whatever. And I pass a bald eagle sitting on a fence, on like the little like median silver
Yeah.
thing. I mean, close.
You can notice its size.
Yes.
Okay.
Like a full grown bald eagle.
Beast.
Okay. So I slam on my brakes.
Of
and
course.
then a car coming the other way also does the same thing. And we're trying to watch it but keep moving because the speed limit there is like 60. So you're trying to like, and eventually I tried to see if I could take out my camera or whatever to get a picture. No one believed me. And I was like, I swear it's
See?
a bald eagle.
I
Like a
believe
white
you.
head.
Yes, I believe you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, here's a story about a bald eagle too.
We don't believe you.
This is crazy. I don't believe it myself. So, or I just need to know if this is a thing. So, me and my friends went to what's the one in Orlando where you go around the world? Epcot.
Yeah.
And we're doing around the world. And above the United States, there is a bald eagle flying around in circles. And then he landed on the island in the middle of the
Really?
pond, and he ate a fish right
That's
there
got
in
to
front
be
of
a
us.
show.
But
Gotta be part of the show.
I don't think you could train one to just
Yeah.
like not go back. You can ask
You
Jordan.
definitely can
We watched
train
this
one
bald
to go
eagle
back.
for an hour, and I was like, so did
Really?
they train this thing? Because it's flying over the U.S.
That's
I feel like
crazy.
there's a ton of animals at Epcot, though. Am I wrong?
At Animal Kingdom.
That makes more sense.
It was crazy.
There's like ducks and stuff at Epcot.
Hey, hell, I believe you.
Fish. There's an
I believe
aquarium.
all of y'all, and I hope you believe
I
me
believe
about
you.
the albino baby
No, I
deer.
believe you because I had the
I hope
eagle
you don't run
experience.
over it.
Yeah, I know.
That would ruin my day.
I will
and
tell
your
you.
day. All right, Kaylin, you're up.
Um,
What would ruin your day?
Probably a cat.
Yeah, that's a good number 3.
Yeah, a cat's a good.
I would rather run over a pet cat than
somebody's pet though.
I think I ran over a cat on this road before. I convinced myself it was a possum or something, but I did not stop. It ruined my day, but thank God it was like 9 p.m.
I'll go with
I woke up.
cow.
Oh, that'd be bad.
Cow walking across the street would absolutely wreck your car.
So
and
you're
it's
talking
impossible.
red cow. If you would have said like, what's fawn? That's a
Calf.
A baby.
Calf would ruin my day.
Dude, you weren't even considering the
Cow
damage
would
that this
ruin my
do to your
car. Calf would ruin my day.
Ruining your car would ruin your day.
It'd probably ruin my month, but that day would really be, it would hurt my emotions more. All right, I'm going to go rabbit. Like a little bunny. Hop,
Yeah.
hop, hop. Poop, poop. Ruin my day.
I've hit a turtle before. It
That's my
sat
next
with
one.
me for a
Turtle
minute.
was pretty cool though because I saw Dad hit one and it rolled on its shell in front of us. And
That's
it was
not
just
what
like,
happened to mine.
No, it
that's
just
shell
And I hit
crush.
a bird one time.
Like when
and
Kevin
that
broke
one
one
was
in the
bad
office.
too because it just was sad. You didn't see the bird, but like literally behind me, all I saw was like a little feather.
What did you have a jet engine on your car? How did it poof
No.
out from the back?
I hit it in the front, so I think the feathers went under the car.
Oh.
So as I'm looking in my rear view, all I see is a.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That
What's
would
your
hurt.
next one then?
I think I'd say horse.
Horse, yeah.
Horse. That ruined your
People
day.
hit horses. They'll get out, and then like there's a guy in Brooks, I think, that mowed through one on his motorcycle,
I think horse is pretty high up on the list then.
Or maybe a
Mowed through
cow.
one.
and I think they tell you. Matt told me this, and I feel like it's horses and cows, like big animals like that they tell you to just like duck under your shield of your
Yeah, because
motorcycle.
the deer will go through.
and just go like for a deer and stuff, and go right through it. So then you're just covered.
Oh,
That, you're
Guts.
like the boys. The boys, that's how
what's
they
his
end up
name?
in the
like
boys.
episode 1.
Like every episode. Oh, yeah.
The Flash
You-
guy. Okay, here's one. It is a buzzard, and this happened to me one time.
Yeah.
And
Was
Zach,
it
I was
me and
taking
Rachel?
Zach and Rachel Price on a date,
That wasn't that bad.
and it was
They
crazy.
cracked our windshield and we just turned around.
So
Oh, cracked the
I
windshield?
was driving Mom's Toyota Sequoia, and I'm taking them maybe to a movie or
I
something.
swear you were driving the Yukon.
Huh?
I swear you were
No, it
driving
was Mom's car.
Okay.
I'm driving the Sequoia, and I'm going to like a movie or something for them. And right there at Fairburn, there's a bunch of buzzards in the middle of the road eating something. So I slow down, and all the buzzards start taking off. And so then I start taking off. And one of the buzzards dive bombs the windshield. And there is a huge bird. Those things are huge. It's taking up the entire windshield. The
What?
windshield is cracked to smithereens. All three of us are like, screaming bloody murder.
That's
I
It
had
crazy.
was
to go
like less
back.
than 3 miles away from the Fairburn house.
Yeah, we had to go back, and I had to cover Mom's windshield up with like a trash bag.
I'm gonna
Oh
say
my
turtle.
gosh.
Huh?
I'll say turtle.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Nobody said turtle, and I was on the way to a meeting in Noonan today, and there was a turtle in the median, and I like in my head I was like, I wonder how long it took you to get there, pal, and how many cars. It's like Rango. Like he tries to pass that road, and it's a treacherous path. This guy's walking slower than every animal but sloths.
You got a last one?
I'll say an adult deer.
Yeah.
That ruins your day. It ruins, a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Just kill your car.
I'll go with platypus. I hit one time when we were living in that townhome, and I was never the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you took out like one of the last 10 platypuses.
The only North American platypus. They don't live here. Must have been someone's pet.
He said, I finally made it to America.
Yeah. And then he was walking across the road, and I was driving my Jeep, and I straddled him, and
Whoa.
yeah,
Pause.
like where the wheels go over him. And when I got over him, I just heard in the back of my Jeep, bump.
good douche.
And so I was pulling into our townhome community, and I look back, and there's the platypus laying in the middle of the road.
You
But
sure
then
it wasn't a less mythical creature?
It was definitely a
pussies are-
less mythical creature.
a lot of people say it was a beaver, but why did it have a duck bill in the front? So I turn in, the platypus jumps up, shakes it off, and runs into that creek right there.
Oh, then why'd you feel bad about it?
He probably had internal bleeding.
Yeah.
Skunk would be another one.
My last one would be squirrel.
Squirrel?
It wouldn't ruin my day.
No, that's actually it's just gonna happen. They freak
if
out.
I see
I've
a
never
squirrel,
hit a squirrel.
if I see a squirrel on the road, I say, listen, buddy, I'm going the same exact speed that I'm going. Whatever happens to you, happens to you. Because I'm not swerving or anything for a squirrel, because they're skittish. They're like crackheads.
Yeah. All right, my game, and I actually came up with this game because of something you said this morning, Zach. Caesar told Zach that he has a face for TV, and he should have been a movie star.
Oh, wow.
Caesar said, you have the face for TV.
And
wow.
and Zach said, who's the Marvel guy? The director, the guy who is like in charge of everything Marvel? Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
Zach said, the only way I'm going to ever be a movie star is if Kevin Feige comes up and says, you're my next lamplighter. That's the superhero names I came up with.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm going to give...
That's a real superhero.
Is it? Who is that?
I don't know. Keep going with your game.
I'm going to give a random word, and then you have to add another word to make it a superhero name.
Okay.
Kind of like Deadpool.
Lamplighter is from The Boys.
If I told you Pool, you wouldn't have thought that could be a superhero name, but you add Dead to it.
Lamplighter's from The Boys. He has fire powers, and it's the same guy that had ice powers in the X-Men movie.
Oh, that's funny.
And the guy who had fire powers in the X-Men movie and this one who snitched on
Was the
Charles
one that
Xavier.
had fire powers.
He was
and-
also the one that had,
But
20
all
years
those
ago.
people were like everyone they had was
Toad, the girl that had like the wings.
the Asian guy that had the needles come out of his face.
Yeah, I liked all that.
All right, Zach, your random word is.
Do I before you say the word? Do I have to like? Is this like when a therapist holds up a picture to you and is like, "What do you see?"
No. So say if I'm gonna give you one word, and then you have to add on to it to make it a superhero name.
Do I have to act fast?
So if I said pool, you could say Deadpool.
Okay. Do I have to act fast?
No, you don't have to act too fast.
Okay.
Your random word is widen.
Ugh. I don't even like that word.
Do you want a new random word?
Widen Whaler.
And what do you do?
He expands parts of his body and whale on people with his hands.
All right, Caitlin, you get bronze.
That's an easy one.
Yeah, bronze kneecap.
And these people.
You guys know what that's from?
Bronze glider.
Okay. I can do that one.
Come on. You can't get that one.
I can't do that one?
No.
I'm not good at games like this, but bronze doesn't sound hard.
Yeah, the bronze man.
The bronze wrangler, and he has a lasso.
Hell yeah.
Nice, nice.
Bronze lasso.
All
That's
right.
sick.
Zach, your word is idea.
F.
That was
dude.
easy. Captain Idea. He's just freaking
Oh,
smart.
I can do it on the first?
Yeah, whatever you want. Just add, you can even add a whole phrase to it for all I care.
Well, shit, Captain Ideas. That was pretty good. Idea guy.
Idea man.
You know what?
Mr. Idea.
I wish they had Domino in this movie. I guess there wasn't really much room for her, but I thought she's a fun character.
I really like her a lot, too.
She just
With
gets
the,
lucky?
The birthmark.
Yeah,
She was great.
that kind of seems like what Idea Man would do. Like, just out of the blue, he comes up with a great idea.
Mine's Mr. Idea.
Mr. Idea.
Yeah, but he's actually a shapeshifter, and he's got no idea of who he is. That's why they call him Mr. Idea.
Ah, I like it. Dang.
Mr. No Idea.
Okay, Caitlin, yours is describe. If you couldn't do bronze, you certainly can't do describe. I'll give you another one. Rob.
No.
All right.
Mr.
How
Rob.
about change?
Change. Okay.
See? Captain Change. Captain Idea.
I go Change Gang.
Change
It's a
game.
group of shapeshifters. They have no idea.
They don't know who they are.
But if you wanted to stick with shapeshifters, it could be like
Change is
changeling or change.
I have a
Something.
question, and I hope
I think
don't
whenever
wanna
you do a
forget it.
change, it's going to be a shapeshifter.
Yeah, true. And I kind of messed it up because I just did shapeshifter. I have a question for Caitlin. I feel like I know our answers. Mine would be super speed. I feel like John would be teleportation. Maybe.
Yeah.
What would be the superpower that you would want the most?
Ooh. Oh man, teleportation or flying or something would be a good possibility. Either that, or I would want like the invisibility cloak.
So
you could just be invisible
boys'
without a
locker
cloak.
rooms?
Yeah, or I'd be invisible.
Isn't that the
So
every
you
time
can go
if, like
boys' locker rooms.
isn't that
No.
like if a guy said his primary superpower would be invisibility, everyone would think he was a pervert.
For sure. That's a perv power.
Yeah, it's like ugh.
If you're a boy, it's a perv power. If you're a girl, you're a gossip.
That's exactly. It's just because I'm nosy.
All right, Zach, here's his prisoner.
Prisoner of war.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and he has movie idea. Prisoner of War has all of the past battles of the main generals from past, all those generals. You all know.
Are you talking about in old
Mao
superhero
Zedong.
movies or in old like war like
Who's
real
the guy
history?
that killed like the Asian guy?
Attila the Hun?
Robert E. Lee?
Yeah. Attila the Hun. All those people. Robert E. Lee. He's got all their battle strategies, all their power. And
Yeah.
he's just a
He's
really
just a
beast.
prisoner of war.
He's a prisoner of
All
war.
right, Caitlin, your random word is girl.
Girl boy. Which one? Shapeshifter.
You could literally be anything with this one.
I know.
Invisible girl.
I'm trying to think of what I want the power to be, and then, I don't know. Girl talk, and she reads people's minds.
Boom!
Oh, nice. That's a good name,
I like
too.
that.
Girl
That's a
talk.
great name for a girl. That's a great name for a girl that reads minds.
Girl talk.
Yeah.
All right, mine is crouch. I'll go with crouching tiger.
Why are you getting it out?
I just wanted one.
Okay. What does Crouching Tiger do?
He can jump really far. And he also has stripes.
I thought that was it until you added the stripes.
All right, Zach, yours is scrape.
Scrape Gate. He can slash through dimensional planes. So he slashes, and then there's an opening, like with his
Gate. He
Scrape
scrapes it right into a gate.
Scrape Gate. I think I'm doing pretty good.
Caitlin, yours is effort.
Effort. Effortless. And it's a person that's very strong, so they do everything with minimal
Boom!
effort.
Nice.
Caitlin's getting into it. Caitlin's good. These last two of Caitlin's were good.
Zach, yours is fold.
Fold mold. He just fold a lot.
All right, I'll give you a new one. Shoot. Shoot sloop.
How do you spell
SHOOT.
it? Okay.
I'm guessing you didn't win that spelling bee.
How many ways can you spell shoot?
2.
Thank you, idiot. I asked for a sentence before I gave the wrong.
You can spell
definition.
shoot 2 ways?
You can spell like shoot some
Oh,
letters.
yes, okay.
But at first I was thinking shoot could also be spelled shut. Like if you said shoot. I think it might be spelled like shut.
No, it's not.
There's a lot of different ways. Anyways, so
shoot.
shoot. His name is Shoot Straight. He just never misses.
Nice. Yeah, then yours is discount.
I don't know.
Discount,
I
double
got
check. What were you going to say?
Discount police. Any item she touches inside of a retail store just turns into 50% off.
That's what I was going to make a joke like that, but I couldn't think of what would go with it.
Discount police.
Discount? Question mark? All right. I think that's good.
Give me one more.
Provision.
Give me a word that
Provisional. And he has the supervision.
No.
Oh! Okay. Let's
Tick.
Okay. Tic Tac, and he shrinks down.
Nice. That's
Ooh,
good.
Tic Tac. I like that one.
Tic Tac.
All right. Let's hope this.
So it worked.
Yeah, let's hope this podcast
So it
is
all
even a
wasn't positive.
podcast. Kellen, thanks for being on. That was fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Movie night. Movie night. Movie night, ain't no doubt. We about to watch one movie night. Turn it on, gotta get it started. Let's watch a movie tonight. 'Cause
Zach.
Always the best of times. Got to
Keep on watching. Keep on watching. Got to keep on watching. Keep on watching.